What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the returning dolls and gents. Welcome back. And if this is your first time here on IB Dolls, I want to welcome you to the channel. Around here, as I always say, we make it funky sometimes, we make it sassy sometimes, but every time these looks will be classy. Okay? All right. Today we're going to do a whole full glam. I usually just do my eyes on camera, y'all, because sometimes these foundation routines, they are repetitive, okay? If you come up with something new that you're doing or new product that you're trying, hey, I see the sense of showing everything. But a lot of you all want to just see this eye art, you know. Y'all be for the eyes, because if you continue to work on and perfecting your eyes, the more you do your eyes, the more you're going to do your foundation, and you will have your foundation routine packed down. Okay, all right. So I'm not going to ramble or anything today, but I'm going to ask you, have you subscribed yet? Because if you have not, I suggest that you do, so you don't miss all this good old content that will be loaded up. Okay, that's going to be loaded up. All right. And hit that bell. It's a reason for that bell, so you don't miss out on these videos when they are loaded up. You will be the first to know, baby. Okay? Alright, dolls and gents. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be using for my eyes today the Violets by Juvia's. I don't think I've used this on the channel, but nevertheless, we're going to play in this mini palette here today. No names on this palette. Just beautiful violet colors. You have two mattes here on the end, and the rest look more to be shimmers, no glitter. I don't think any of them are glitters. So I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just gonna play it by ear, y'all, because I don't have anything in mind. I just want to use this palette today. I want to try to make sure I use all the palettes that I have on this channel instead of using the same ones over and over and over and over and over, because you have all this stuff, and if you don't use it, it's just sitting there, baby. And see on here, this says this has a 24-month lifespan or whatever, but who's throwing them away after 2 years? You throw your palettes away after 2 years? Not me. I'm going to keep using them, baby. As long as I spray them down and keep them clean, your girl going to use her palettes. All right? So let's go ahead and jump into this look. Like I said, we're doing the full face today. The only thing we're not doing on camera is the wing liner and the lashes. We're going to do the complexion products as well here on the camera today. All right? So I'm excited about that. So, dolls and gents, of course, we're going to do like we always do. I'll come in and chit chat from time to time, but for the most part, I'll show the products up, and you just hang tight, and you sit back, grab you a snack and a little something to sip on, baby. And let's get into this video. So fasten your seatbelts, y'all. I'm about to show you how I be doll.
Choose your fighter.
Slightly inspired. Fight!
Yeah, okay. Look at these eyes, y'all. This violet palette. Yeah, yeah. Now let's chat about the palette itself, the eyeshadows itself. Okay, so for my transition color, I went with this very pastel lavender right here. I used that for my transition. Put it all in my transition area out of the really thick and heavy. I tried to go in with it, and what I noticed was a lot of kickback and fallout from that particular shadow. I was able to dig in and swirl my brush around, and I used a big old fluffy pony hair brush, you know, to pack it on, but it would not like have fallout and kickback. Then I tried to smoke it out in the outer V and in the crease just a bit with the darker matte. Now, that one had quite a bit of kickback and fallout, but I noticed it having quite a bit of fallout and kickback, it seemed to be a little patchy going on. So I had to work with it and blend it, and it still didn't give off the darkness that I thought it was going to give, but it did do something. I wanted it to kind of come in a little bit more heavier, but we made it do what it do, because I didn't want to keep packing it on, and sometimes you can keep packing it on and on and on, and now it starts to look muddy, and then you trying to blend and you trying to blend and you trying to blend, and then it's getting patchier and patchier. So sometimes you have to stamp it in the area that you want and then softly blend it. So then what I did was I took this I took the concealer that I had on the concealer that I used to serve as my base for my shadows, the LA Girl Pro in Toffee, and tapped out the lid space where I wanted to apply my shimmers. I do that, y'all, because it I make sure that there's no creasing in that area, number one. That's why I go back and tap it out. Number two, to tap out and clear a space from all the other shadows that has kind of overpowered and taken over that space a bit. But I want that space to be clean. But I realized that doing cut creases, it takes time to get that crease really precise and cut like you want it. So I decided that when I tap out the area with the concealer, it comes off as if it's a cut crease. So I kind of call it my stamped cut crease, okay? My stamped crease. You know, so what I do is I just tap it in the area, and then I kind of tap, dab and pull, dab and pull, dab, you know, dab and pull back, dab and pull back. So that way it's stamping and staying in that area, okay? If that makes sense. I don't just keep going all around. When I'm trying to get that crease precise, I just kind of stamp it and pull it back, stamp and pull it back. And check it out. It's looking just like a cut crease, okay? Without doing all of that cut crease work, because it takes time, and those cut creases are phenomenal. They are beautiful. Some people are just like all that when it comes to them. That Brianna Marie, that girl can cut a crease with her eyes closed, I believe. Because she's the cut crease queen, and she has been cutting her creases for a long time, okay? But you spend a lot of time with that. I don't have all that time to spend 4 hours on one eye. I know I'm exaggerating, but sometimes, y'all, I ain't got time for that. I don't know how many minutes I am in on this, you know, video already, how long it actually took me to do these two eyes. I'm going to judge the time. I'm going to see the time when I do my editing, and I'm going to leave it up here how long it actually took for me to do the eyes. But the video will be sped up, but I'm going to leave the actual time up here for this eye art. Very simple, unique, and pretty. So what I did was, when I tapped it out, long story short, when I tapped it out, I went in with this pretty lavender shimmer right at the very, you know, right on the mobile lid, but I didn't take it all the way up because I wanted to add this color here at the very top to almost look like it's two cut creases, okay, in this, you know, and I didn't do all that work. So that's another trick that you can add, you can try out, and, you know, You might want to put that into your routine, okay? Instead of doing all the work of cutting out that crease. Don't get me wrong, they're phenomenal, but I don't have all that time, baby, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my face as I normally do. And I'm going to put my lashes on and my wing on. But guess what? I'm coming back in front of the camera to finish up the face and do the complexion products today. How about that? So y'all keep on watching so y'all can see my skin routine, okay? All right, keep on watching. All right, now got the lashes on, the wing on, baby. Face is all cleaned up. Let's jump right on into the complexion. What I like to do is I like to go in with my e.l.f. makeup mist and set. This is, I like to shake it up. Always shake up your setting sprays. This is my setting spray, but I use this in the beginning. All right, get that good old drench on the face. And what this does, it just helps all the powder, when the powders are applied to my skin, the primer, because I am an oily girl, so I do use this e.l.f. poreless face primer. So it's going to help control all of the oils, but I'm still going to my skin is going to come through kind of dewy-ish because of the setting spray in the beginning. So what I like to do is pump me a little bit of this e.l.f. here onto, I like to get maybe 2 good little squirts there, and I like to apply it in my problem area. Okay. I really don't like touching it in my face with my hands. We have enough going on around us. Number one, you're constantly touching on your supplies, your products, and I don't want to transfer anything to my face by touching my skin with my hands after touching any of these brushes, even though I cleanse everything, but germs are still out there. And what if you forget to sanitize? Then what you up against now? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, that is chilling right there on the skin. And I'm going to use my Believe Beauty today. I haven't used this in a while. Normally I would mix. I haven't used it really since it's been hot. So I'm going to use my Believe Beauty today. And I'm going to go with my darkest shade because of the, the weather. And this is the Believe Beauty. And it is in Chestnut. And I have it in Sable as well. And I usually mix the two when it's cool. So like I said, I haven't used it. Pretty container, y'all. Really fancy container. It's only $5 at your Dollar General. And this is all I use. I don't do all those pumps and pumps and pumps and pumps and pumps. Girl, bye. That's all I use, y'all. And I'm going to take it and get it on my foundation brush. And I'm going to put it here first. That's my problem area. What's left on the brush, I'm going to hit it here, hit it there. Pick up some more. Hit that on my chin. I'm just applying this everywhere that I apply my, where the foundation goes. Make sure I get some here on this higher part of my cheek. Kind of like what's left, I go in between around here, and then I had this little tiny little bit left on the back of my hand, and I didn't pump anything else. That's it. Okay. All right, next what I like to do is going with my concealer. I am using my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. This one is in rich chocolate, and I like to pop this right underneath my eye. You notice this is near my foundation shade. This is close to my foundation shade, y'all. I don't care for a high highlight under my eye. That's not me. To each his own. Y'all figure out what you like. Do what you like. What you see somebody else do is fine. Try it out. See if it works for you. If it don't, then don't worry about it. Then I like to go in with the same type of concealer, the e.l.f. But this one is in, let me show you the first one. That's Rich Chocolate, if you can read that one. And I put that one under my eye. Now this one is Deep Cinnamon. And this one here is going to go on the bridge of my nose. Because I do like that a little bit lighter. Alright. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer stick. The words are about going on it, y'all. If you're familiar with Black Radiance, this is Black Radiance concealer stick in 8003. And I'm placing it where I contour. My forehead, and the hollows of my cheek, my nose, and I like to go under here. From my ear, underneath my earlobe, all down on my chin, like so. And then I like to add just a little bit right there on my temple, right there, kind of on top of where I put the foundation, just so that my perimeter of my face is good and covered, baby. Okay, we're gonna blend this thing out, but this part we're gonna speed up. So I put all the products where they go. This keeps from me having all those layers. It gives you a skin-like finish. And this foundation says Skin Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage. I love this foundation. Haven't used it in a while. See, it looks a little dark on me, but we're going to work this thing on out. Okay? Keep on watching, y'all. look at the skin, y'all. Look at the complexion. Look at my skin. I haven't even set it yet, and it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It looks skin-like. Okay. I'm gonna come back and finish up with the lips, and I'm gonna glow and set the face. So yeah, we'll be back with the lips, the blush, and the highlight. So keep on watching. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss the finish. Keep on watching. All right, let's finish up. I have not sprayed or anything. I said I was going to come back on camera and make sure that we do the highlight, the blush, and the lips. Okay? All right. So let's pop on our blush. I'm going to use the Blush Rouge palette, volume 1 from Juvia's. And y'all, I just love it because it has this mirror here, but you have these shades, beautiful shades right here. And I'm going to go with this color right here. And I'm just gonna, well, you know what? I'm rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing, but I'm gonna do my highlight first because that's what I usually do. Okay, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild bronze highlighting bronze bar. This was a limited edition. Let it glow. Okay, this is what I'm using here, and that's what it looks like on the inside. And it has another little shade here in the star, but I'm gonna get me some on my brush here and just, you know, this is a subtle, very, very subtle highlight, and I don't just like sitting it there, y'all. Blend it in, you know. You put it on, don't just sit it there and run. Come on, y'all, blend that thing down into the skin real good there. Little dab on the nose, just a little dab on the nose. My husband don't like me looking like Rudolph. Sometimes we can overdo that nose, and he don't like that. So I'm learning to not like it either. Less is more. Get that Cupid's bow highlighted so that those lips can stick out, because that's what it does. It helps make those lips look more defined. Yes. I want a subtle glow. I don't want it to be too over the top, because the eyes already doing the talking. Now I'm gonna go in with that blush, okay? Because that blush is like a warm berry-ish, and I didn't want no pink today or no orange. I wanted my blush to be berry-ish, and I just love this palette here, y'all, because you could pop this palette in your kid, your girl, and see how it turns that bronzer. It just when you put it on top of that bronzer, girl, it just give your bronzer a whole nother look, and that's what I like. So now I'm gonna come back with the brush, the highlighting brush, and go back over the top with what's left on it. I'm not adding any more. I'm just waking it back up and just making sure that it's all blended in together. Now I'm going to take my all over face brush that I use to set my entire face with my pressed powder, and just punching that in and just making sure it's in the skin and not sitting on the skin. Now let's spray the face. Alright, so we're going to use the Nicka K Perfection Setting Spray in Illuminating Gold. Shake it up because it has sparkles in it. It has, you know, gold reflex in it, you know. So we're going to shake it up good and put it on. Pour it on. You can spray this on your body, honey. It will be gorgeous even on your body. Okay? And now let's do the lip while that's drying. I'm going to be using the NYC HD Automatic Eyeliner Waterproof Crayon Contour. It's a pencil in deep purple violet. It's by NYC. It's an eyeliner, but now I'm going to pull out my Lip Reflect Gloss by Juvia's Place in Kiss Me. A really pretty color. Tell me what you think about this lavender look, y'all. And until the next time, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye, dolls and gents.